What is up, everybody? MJCoombs07 here, and welcome to another video. Now, as you guys know, I've already done a video like this, but I'm going to be doing a remake because for a couple of reasons. One, that video sucked. I was like not good at it, and I could do better. So I'm going to do it again because I think I can do better, and I want to anyway. Second, I was not treating, well, first of all, this is I didn't even tell you what we're doing. This is a favorite Pokemon of each type video. I've already done these before. I've already done one of these before, but I'm going to do it again because, like I just mentioned, I could do it better, and I wasn't treating those Pokemon like my favorites. So I'm going to be treating these Pokemon like my favorites now. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. As you can see, this is the order that we're going to be going in. Normal, then grass, then fire, then water, then fighting, then flying, then poison, then ground, then rock, then bug, then ghost, then electric, then psychic, then ice, then dragon, then dark, then steel, and then finally fairy. So let's just get in with the normal types, and I will see you guys there. Plus, my preferences on these Pokemon have changed, and so some of the Pokemon in this list have changed because, well, I simply have grown more attached to other Pokemon. So that's why some of the spots have changed. Also, guys, quick disclaimer, I am using a new microphone. Please tell me that if you notice a difference in the video. Please just notify me because I am using a new microphone and I would like to know. So thank you. Enjoy the video. For the normal types, I went with Gumshoos because, well, you gotta admit, this Pokemon was easily resembled, and like, he has to have come from Donald Trump. Like, the hair and the stance and like the way he looks, it's interesting. He has to have originated from Donald Trump. But also, I like his design a lot. I like how he's the first totem Pokemon you face off in the Pokemon Sun and Moon games. And he is actually sometimes challenging. I had a hard time facing him, and I almost lost my Pick-a-Peck to him. And so yeah, I thought him as a challenging Pokemon. But I don't know if anyone else did. I really like Gumshoos' design as well. I like how short he is, even though he looks pretty big. I like how short he is. He's actually extremely short in the game. So that is Gumshoos for my normal type. I think he's one of the best normal types. And so I will see you guys in the grass typing. For the grass typing, I chose Snivy. Now, this one was not so much of a surprise for many people. Because, well, Snivy is my favorite Pokemon of all time because it is absolutely awesome. I really like its design. I like the color scheme of beige mixed with white. The red eyes, those yellow, like, eyebrow things. Then, like, the yellow stripe on its tail. Then those, like, shoulder pads or whatever those are. Those yellow shoulder pads. And then the breast green. The only thing I don't like about this guy is the arms. Those arms are weird, but I still love you, Snivy. I'm just like, I'm saying things that are not good, but Snivy, you're my favorite Pokemon. You're not weird, you're awesome, you're a boss. And so, I think that Snivy is awesome. He was good in the start of the Black and White anime. He was awesome as Trip's starter. He was an awesome starter for Trip, which is why I like him a lot. I think he was a really good grass starter. And I think his evolution line is really good. And so that's why I chose Snivy for my favorite grass typing. Like, seriously, like, that smug look on his face. I just love his design. And the way he acts. And, yeah. Seriously, I just love Snivy. My favorite fire type is Mega Charizard X. Now, this is probably everyone's favorite Mega type. Like, everyone loves Charizard. Everyone loves him. He's awesome in the anime all the time. He gets shined by Ash's Charizard, Red's Charizard, and Alon's Mega Charizard, who is a Mega Charizard X. but I love the color scheme of going from red or orange to a nice black and blue. The blue fire was an amazing idea. I just really like how he's got that blue fire. That blue fire is awesome. The shoulders, he's got really cool shoulders. The only thing I would wish that they didn't do to him is kept like the beigeish white on his belly and like on his neck and at the bottom of his tail. That would have looked cool. I would have loved that. That would have made for a great color scheme. And I love you, Charizard X. Seriously, you are awesome. You're just my favorite freaking fire type. My favorite water type is Buizel because I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with it. I love Pokemon that don't look like they're typing. Like a good example is Psyduck. Psyduck is a water and psychic. Well, no, he's not a psychic, I believe. He's a water type, but he's yellow. Normally, water types aren't yellow, but I mean the duck appearance kind of gives it away. But still, like Buizel is a better example because he doesn't look like a water type. I mistaked him for a fire type at first. I'm not joking. I mistaked him for a fire type. I really like how he has those two tails. I really, really love that floaty around his neck. That is cool. The only thing I love Buizel, but I hate Floatzel. Floatzel is just stupid. Because it looks like a girl. Buizel can go from being a boy and a girl to just being a girl. And I know that's kind of being, like, really dumb, but, like, I don't like that. So I love Buizel a lot more, which makes me sad because I can't really use him that much because I don't like Floatzel that much. But Buizel, you're awesome, buddy, and I'll always love you until the end of time. You're my favorite water type. My favorite fighting type is Lucario because he is awesome. I remember early in the morning, I was just woke up getting ready for school, and we turned on the TV while we were waiting for breakfast, and the movie Lucario and the Mystery of Mew was actually on. And that movie was awesome. That was a great movie. I thought it was awesome. I love how Lucario had to sacrifice himself. That was pretty cool. Lucario, I love how he has, he has access to auras. Auras are cool. They're like the Force. They're literally the Force. They can make barriers. They can move stuff, I think. Hopefully. Plus, he's in Super Smash Brawl. Super Smash Bros. For the Wii, U, and Brawl. I don't know if the other two. But I think he's in only those two. He is actually one of my favorite characters to play in that game. And I really like playing as him. And so he's really cool. I really like playing as him in the game, which boosts my likings for him a lot. And so I love you, Lucario. You are an awesome guy. You will always stay cool. My favorite flying type is Toucanon. Toucanon is a Pokemon that I am using in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I'm using him in Sun, well, just Sun, because I don't have both versions. I only have Sun. But I'm using him in my Sun team, and he is, awesome. The Beak Blast is a really good move. I have Brick Break on him. That is really good. I got that early on. I got that when it was still a Pick-a-Peck. I had a Pick-a-Peck that knew Brick Break. He is really strong. He was, the main star in that grass battle, the grass trial. If you're not prepared for the grass trial, which is helping some Pokemon Sun and Moon players that haven't gotten to the grass trial, get a Toucanon, get it to know Beak Blast. You will have a much easier time doing the grass trial because it's one of the hardest trials. That freaking Lurantis can heal itself, but I'm getting off topic. Toucanon is really cool. I know it's stupid that a woodpecker can turn into a toucan, but I kind of see why. Woodpeckers have big beaks, toucans have big beaks. You get it now? I get it. I love how angry he looks, too. He's, like, ready to fight someone, which is good, because it knows Brick Break. My favorite poison type goes to my boy Nidoking. Nidoking looks freaking awesome. My copy of Heart Gold that I had before I deleted it, when I finished it, I had a Nidoking on my team. That same copy of that game is what I'm doing on my Heart Gold series now. But Nidoking is now gone. That Nidoking is now gone. But he was a good Pokemon. He knew Surf. He knew Drill Peck. He knew... what else did he have? He had a fighting move. I don't know which one it was. And he had a really good poison move, too. But he was a main star contributor. Like, seriously, he was a good Pokemon. And he helped me a lot throughout the game. And I really liked using him. Nidoking, you're, like, freaking awesome. I am a real good sucker for purple. So, like, if you've looked at my YouTube banner, purple in the background, I love purple. Seriously, purple's my favorite color. Guess what color Nidoking is? Purple. My favorite ground type has to be Palpitoad. Now, I remember I put Palpitoad and Buizel as a tie for my favorite water type, but I was listing Palpitoad as a water type. I was favoring him for a ground type. I liked him for his ground type appearance. What he did as a ground type, not as a water type. And so I switched him out for something else. I can't remember what I switched him out for. But, like, I wasn't classing that. That was not smart of me. So I'm going to class him as a ground type in this video, which is another reason why I'm doing a remake of this. Palpitoad is really cool. He's, like, really, really good. Seismitoad looks creepy, but it's really good, so it's worth it. But I get to spend time with Palpitoad while I'm getting a Seismitoad. And that just boosts my likings for it by a whole new level, because Palpitoad's awesome, and he'll always stay awesome to me. Ground types is actually one of my favorite typings, and so ground is a really crucial typing for me to decide when picking a team. And if I'm ever doing a Gen 5 game, or whenever Palpitoad can actually be in the game, Seismitoad will always be the ground type for me, the ground and water for me. And Palpitoad, you're going to be awesome later in life for me. I just love you, buddy. I love you so much. My favorite rock type has gotta be Lycanroc. Lycanroc, well, don't forget the midday form. Lycanroc, the midday form, is really cool. I love dogs. Dogs are pretty cool. I mean, sure, Lycanroc is no pug, but he's still pretty cool. I love dogs, not as much as Mac, but dogs are pretty cool. And I have this guy on my team. He was pretty good. He wasn't the fighter for me in the fire trial, but he was still pretty cool. He was there for backup. His speed is amazing. That's what I love about him. His speed is great, and he's pretty cool. Like, the rock type moves he can learn. I don't know if he knows any ground type moves, but he's pretty good. He's good in competitive battling, I think. I hope he is, because I want to use him in competitive battling, because I just got access to that today, actually, while I'm recording this. I'm trying to show you how I love you, Lycanroc. You're, like, really cool. And so, favorite rock type, gotta hand it to you, Lycanroc. I love you. My favorite bug type is Golisopod. Now, Golisopod is awesome. When I first saw Wimpod, I knew it was going to turn into something awesome. I knew that it was going to become a strong Pokemon that would evolve into something awesome. Something awesome. And I was right. Everyone was right that believed that. Sure, its ability sucks. It's the same ability as Wimpod's, only with a cooler name. But Golisopod is actually something that I changed from Pokemon Sun and Moon team. If you guys remember a video that I did with Dakota, we made our Pokemon Sun and Moon teams that we'd be doing. And I had Wishy-Washy instead of Wimpod. Because I liked Wishy-Washy's ability more. But as I kept thinking about it, Golisopod was a bug and water type. Wishy-Washy was just a normal water type. And I needed that other extra typing that could really help me later in the game, Plus, Golisopod is really good, and Wishy-Washy is the new weakest Pokemon of all time. And so that sucks. That's not good. So I needed someone that would back me up, and Golisopod, you were there to help me. You were there to help me through hard times. And Golisopod, you're like... I just love you. Golisopod has been really helpful for me in the game, and I just really like him. My favorite ghost type is probably Decidueye, because when I chose Rowlet as my starter, I didn't choose him because he was the grass type. I chose him because he was turning into a ghost type. And that move, Spirit Shackle, man, that's cool. Like, owls, I like owls. My mom had a stuffed owl in her office that would always look at you while I was in there. Seriously, it always looked at you. So I like owls. Owls are cool. I also really like archers. Decidueye's an archer. Guess what else? I like hoodies. He has a hoodie. That makes for a good combination. Plus, Ghost is a really handy, and I mean really handy typing to have in competitive battling and normal battling. Like, Decidueye also is ranked as one of the best new Pokemon in the game. That is pretty handy because he's good. He can get early access on in the game because he's probably the first Pokemon that you fully evolved in the game, because your starter is normally always your first fully evolved Pokemon. Decidueye's ghost typing, man. That's so awesome, and I just really love Decidueye. My favorite electric type is probably Jolteon. Jolteon, I love Eevee. I love its design. I love its concept. I love how it can evolve into different things. I love that a lot. And Jolteon is probably the brother of all the sisters in the entire trio. Not trio, the Octoporio, I guess. It's probably the only boy, because it looks really fearsome, actually. It could be a girl, but boy looks better. It looks fearsome, it looks protective, and it looks like it's willing to protect its sisters at all might. It also is really, really good at electric attacks. It is amazing on my team when I have one. That's why I chose one to battle in the the normal and flying gym in my Pixelmon series that sadly has ended recently. I chose him because I really like him. I also chose him because he was good at flying types. So, I chose him because I liked him, plus he was good against him. So, I love you, Jolteon. You're pretty cool. My favorite psychic type has to go to Mega Gallade. Mega Gallade! That cape was cool. I don't like normal Gallade that much, because I don't like how skinny it is, and the cape takes away that skinniness. Plus, it makes the swords on its hands look way cooler, and that thing on its head that pops out looks way better. I think Mega Gallade, is really cool, and it definitely deserved that male form instead of having a male Gardevoir. That was just weird. Also, we need a Gallade in Pokémon Tournament. I'm going to make a top 10 of top 10 Pokemon that need to be in Pokémon Tournament soon, so stay tuned for that. But back to Gallade. Mega Gallade looks so cool. I am going to have one in my I'm not recording it, but I am playing through Omega Ruby. I just picked it up. I am playing through Omega Ruby, and I will have a Mega Gallade on my team. So, I love you, Mega Gallade. You are so cool. It is also really good. So, yeah. I love you, Mega Gallade. I love you, I love you, I love you. Ice is probably always the toughest decision for me, because, well, I do like Lapras. I love Lapras, but everyone chooses Lapras, which makes me not like it. And then I switch between the two, which doesn't make me like it. And then I do like it, and then I don't like it, and then I do like it. It's weird. And then I discovered Snover in the Diamond and Pearl anime that I recently finished, which I was very sad for it to end. But Snover was in one of the last episodes. I don't know. He might have. But he was really good. Well, not good, but he was cool. I loved how he had cold berries. Like, berries grow off of him that were really cold. Like, I imagined the taste in my mouth. It was like, they described it as a snow cone, a coconut snow cone. That has a fruity taste to it and is cold. And I was just like, oh my gosh. This is one of the Pokemon that I wish were real because it could give me infinite food source. Infinite food source. I don't like its design, but I really like just the ice grass typing of it. And so that's a really good factor for me. And yeah, Snover, you're pretty cool. You're a pretty cool guy. Dragon is kind of easy for me. I really like Hydreigon. Hydreigon with the 3 heads. The 2 smaller heads can also act as arms. That is cool. That is really cool. Its wings look awesome. 6 wings. That's really awesome. I like the color scheme of it. It's shiny. Kind of sucks. But it looks awesome. Like, I love it in the anime. When it was on the final... When Ash and Cameron were battling, Cameron brought a secret weapon that was a Hydreigon. And was awesome! It was awesome. I thought it did pretty well in the fight. And a Hydreigon can also be a really good competitive battler sometimes. And I like it a lot. And it looks awesome. Like, seriously, just looks so cool. And that's why I love it as my favorite dragon type. My favorite dark type has to be Hyena. Hyena is definitely a cool Pokemon to me. I've only recently grown to love Hyena from my Pokemon Brick Bronze playthrough that I'm doing. It is really cool. I have a Poochyena, I think that's how you pronounce it, that I have, and it did pretty well. It does pretty well with stab attacks, and I really like it. I like it a lot. It's really handy. It's a really good Pokemon until I get near to finishing the game, and then I'm gonna have to switch it out for something else. But in the meantime, Hyena, you're awesome, and I guess I love you, man. I love you, Hyena. You'd be an amazing pet for me if you wouldn't rip me to shreds. And yeah, Hyena, you'd be a pretty cool guy, and I think you would be one of the best pets if you didn't rip me to shreds. My favorite steel type has to be Scizor. Now, Scizor is pretty cool. Its mega form is garbage. Looks pretty garbage. But Scizor, you look awesome. You look really awesome. I like Scyther. Scyther is really cool, and it has really cool blades for hands, and that's awesome. I love Scizor, though. I love it more because, I love Golisopod, and I love Toucannon, so it couldn't be on that list. But Scizor is a steel type, and that is awesome. It's really, really good in battling. I had one in my ancient Pixelmon server, and it destroyed everything. Me and Dakota had competitive battles where we tried to defeat each other, where all Dakota's Pokemon were gotten from the best gym where Pokemon spawned, and I thought that was really cheap. But I wrecked his face in that battling with my Scizor, because most of those Pokemon were dark types, so he got wrecked. Scizor, you are awesome to me. That gives me great memories, plus it still can use flying attacks, because if you keep some of the flying moves that it has, like wing attack, then you're going to do pretty well. And so Scizor, you look awesome, you're really good, and I just really like you. For our my bad, I'm so sorry. For our final Pokemon, and typing on this list, Fairy has to go to Gardevoir. Gardevoir, it's awesome. I really like it. I just started playing it in Pokémon Tournament. It's really nice to play as. And wreck your enemies with grace and elegance. Also, it's really good. I chose its normal form over its mega form because I don't like its big white dress. I just like the simple one. And it's really, really, like, it's probably one of the most beautiful Pokemon in the game, in the games, and in the anime, and all that kind of good stuff. I like how the champion Diantha in X and Y has one. It's her main Pokemon. That's pretty cool, and that's a good factor about it. And yeah, that's my favorite fairy type, and I think it's earns my spot on my favorite fairy type. That is really hard to say. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode here. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, please leave us a full out thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you guys all later. Bye!